I give it my all the time. And today's going to be no different. All right, hey, what's going on? I think that we're live. Shout out to you guys for taking the time. I still have the freaking Twitch chat pulled up, which I'm okay with, but I really wish that it was the YouTube chat pulled up on here. Not sure how that ended up happening, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Hey, folks, good afternoon to you. Hope you take the time to rock with me. It's Friday afternoon, and man, we've gotten through another week. What a crazy week at that, with a whole ass presidential election during that, or during this past week as well. I probably should have looked into that prior to doing this, but I wasn't thinking about it. Anyways, hope your day is going good. I'm trying to get there, and we're working on it. Go here. There we go. There we go. There we go. My God, that's loud. Turn that down. Anyway, shout out to the 5 people rocking with me over on the Twitch side. Let me see what's going on with the YouTube side. I can't even see. I got to go over here to see it. There we go. Oh, my God, there's nobody. Holy shit. It might have actually, oh, there they are. Oh, my God, I was scared, y'all. I felt like there was nobody watching, and I was like, what am I even doing with my life anymore? But you're here. Thank you. I live and die for likes and shares and comments. Air, what's going on? Number 1 over here, Mr. B Green. Special shout out to you. The Watched, a very special shout out to you as well, too. I was trying to think of somebody's name, and I'm going to have to look at that in just a moment. Jerry Wilson, shout out to you with that gift membership right there. Was gifted 1 membership to Justin Allen. Welcome. Jack, what's going on? Hey, I'm somebody. That's how you have to think of yourself these days. You are somebody. And I need to remember that too. Raining again, what's going on? Yeah, smooth. How Bowder, what's going on? Chensley, what's going on? Glad to see you. Appreciate you being here. We might get into some gameplay in just a little bit, but we're going to kick the Bobo for a little bit as well too, because that's what we do. Folks, I've titled this, I've got some problems I don't know what to do about. And when I tell you, oh shit, we're echoing. When I tell you that it's deeper than rap, oh, it is. Of course it is. But what we'll go with for the time being is, I made a mistake yesterday. That was going to be the other thing that I was going to title this live stream. I should have never ate that freaking ramen noodle that I did yesterday with y'all. That really spicy seafood thing with the 2 seasoning pouches. Folks, I paid dearly for that last night. I'm still paying dearly for it today. Your boy is old, and I'm borderline probably with the diabetes and the blood sugar. Yeah, man. Hey, last night, it started hitting me, man. I was feeling sick to my stomach. Like I was like, what? I didn't feel good at all. And then this morning I wake up, and I'm in a cold sweat, and then I got a headache. So I know it's got to be the blood sugar, though. It's got to be the blood sugar. There was a much more important comment that I wanted to respond to than any of that. David Allen says, 89 days sober, man. Congratulations to you. I know that is not an easy thing to do at all. And, man, you done made it 3 whole months. Very special shout out to you. Y'all give David a round of applause up in here, man. Hell yeah. Matthew, what's going on with you? Jerry, very special shout out to you again. Joe Blow, what's going on? Them Junies are barking. I didn't even have the bubble guts. It didn't hit me like that. It was queasy in the stomach, and I was like, man, what did I do? I completely forgot about the ramen noodle. I thought it was some oatmeal cookies that I ate later on. Some Dollar Tree oatmeal cookies at that. I was like, boy, your boy done got the salmonella. But, yeah, man, I ain't feeling too good at all today. Then add to it. So this morning I wake up, I'm just sweating. I got my son, my wife's out of town, and that is the scariest shit to me. What do you call that? Your intrusive thoughts. So like last night, I'm getting queasy, really sick to my stomach. I got a 2-year-old by myself. My wife is 100 miles away. And I'm like, man, what if I pass out? Like, this is scary as shit to me. I wake up this morning, I'm in a freaking cold sweat. He's running. I'm sweating even just thinking about it. He's running all over the house. But then here's the other kicker to this thing. It was relatively warm today. It's actually pretty nice today, right? It's been nice in my area. It takes me a little while to realize it because this has happened before where I'm like, yo, is it hot in here? And I go check the AC and it's on 69 degrees. And I'm like, okay, Joe, you're just diabetic. You got the blood sugar. So this morning I'm thinking the same thing. I go check the AC, the downstairs temperature, and it's 72 degrees downstairs. And I'm like, oh shit, well, that's a little warm. So I try to put it down to 70 or 69 and it won't cut on. And I'm like, oh my God, now my AC is broken, folks. Literally, right before doing this live, Joe did stuff. I did, and I filmed it. It's like giving $5 to a homeless guy. You got to film it. If I do anything, I got to film it. Forgive me for that last statement. I know it was probably horrible. But I don't know how to rewire a thermostat. I assume that it is the thermostat because my thermostat's real janky. I go outside, I'm pulling the fuses out of the HVAC, putting them back in, trying to reset this thing. It's not working. I'm like, okay, it's got to be the thermostat. Thermostat's a piece of junk. So I go to Lowe's. I'm trying to find the exact thermostat because I don't want to have to rewire the thermostat. They don't have the exact thermostat. Of course not. They've got something comparable and similar, same Honeywell, whatever. So I get this. This damn thing is $99, and it's one of the a Wi-Fi compatible one. I don't need all that, but it's the same size. I take it out of the box, same size. I'm like, all right, screw it, man. I looked the piece of junk thermostat up that I have because they had $29 thermostats there. So, but they were small. So I looked the one up that I have, and I'm like, man, this got to be a little $30 thermostat. This bitch is $70 at Amazon. Probably because it's so old, it's probably discontinued. It might be an heirloom for all I know. So I buy this one that's the Wi-Fi compatible one. I bring it home, I take it out of the box, and I look at the back of it, and folks, I got beat. They put a brick in the box. No bullshit. You know my Lowe's in my city. I live in the hood. They put a brick in the box. I mean, not literally, but I take the damn thing out of the box fully because in the store, I just opened it up and took the one that I had, sat it on top of the one that was in the box, same size. Okay, it's probably going to work. Man, I take this thing out of the damn box and they done switched the back plate on it. You can tell there's paint chips and dirt and grime all over this thing. I'm like, man, I just bought some bad dope. So I take the back plate off and I'm like looking at the thermostat and I'm like, what are the chances I can just stick this sucker right on the wall plate that I got? What are the chances? I do it, right? I stick that thermostat right on top of the old wall plate, and sure as shit, the AC or something kicks on. I can hear the fan going. Right? I'm like, or I can hear air moving. But here's the deal. The screen's not turning on. So I'm trying to figure out, is there an on switch, batteries? There's no battery compartment. I'm like, yo, I don't know what the hell's the deal with this. I don't know if the heat's on. I don't know if the fan's on. I don't know if the AC's on. But all I know is putting a different thermostat on the wall made this bitch work. And mind you, I don't know shit about ACs. I'm no HVAC guy. Also to note that when I came in the house and I had the box with the brand new thermostat, I had the old thermostat sitting on top of the box and my soda on top of the box. So as I'm walking through the door, the old thermostat falls off onto the floor and breaks into a bunch of pieces. So I'm like, oh shit, well that ain't good. So after a bunch of trying to figure out what to do here, I try to put the old thermostat back together, and I do. And I put it back on the wall and nothing's happening. But I can see the screen better now because the screen was all kind of crazy before it fell and I put it back together. I can see the screen a lot better now. So I can get the temperature where I want the temperature to go. and I can see that it's on cool, and it's just blinking. Cool on, fans on auto. I don't know what I'm doing. I just start hitting buttons. I get the fan switched over to on, and boom, the AC miraculously kicks on. Folks, tomorrow I'm going to start an HVAC company. We're there. Yeah, Mr. Lucky, I got bamboozled, man. It's just a part of the game, man. Con, what's going on with you? The watch, listening. Listen to us, Joe. We're trying to help you, damn it. What did I miss? Joe. It's a Ford. It won't run long. Oh, you're talking about my truck? My truck's been doing pretty good. If that's what you've been going in on me about. I'm sorry about that. How about her? I know a guy who can hook you up with an HVAC cheap. I think we're probably talking about the same guy, unfortunately. And if you've got the blood pressure, check it often. Folks, it's unfortunate, but I don't think I'm going to be able to eat another freaking ramen noodle with y'all. I just can't do it. And here's the sad thing about it. It's hindsight. I ate that damn ramen noodle with the doocy ball of the seasoning yesterday, which y'all saw that shit. It looked like motor oil. And I paid the price. I'm still paying the price today for it, man. Like sweating, headache, man. Oh my God, I feel terrible from this thing. It's the MSG. I thought the Chinese were supposed to be like the healthiest people. You got RFK right now talking about getting ready to take over the entire food department, fire the entire FDA. Hey, man, I'm saying them noodles, man, ain't nothing to play with. Them shits ain't nothing but bad news for you. And again, hindsight, you know, I still like to eat my butt ball naked chicken flavored ramen noodle. I like to eat like 2 or 3 of them joints at the same time. Joe, a fat boy, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to tell you a secret. I got to whisper about this. We're going to do some ASMR. Sometimes I be eating 4 of them bitches at once. Yeah, man, Joe, a fat boy. Don't tell nobody. But here's the thing, right? When I eat a regular butt ball naked ramen noodle, and if I eat 4 ramen noodles at one time, I don't put 4 seasoning packs in there. The most I'm putting in there is maybe 2. Most of the time, I'm only putting 1.5 seasoning packs in there, no matter how much I'm making. But even when I eat a regular ramen noodle, I be getting the sweat. So I don't know what it is, man. Is it blood pressure? Your boy got I got something going on with me, man. I got some problems that I don't know what to do about. I guess I got to go get a prostate exam, which I probably need to do one of those as well, too, man. I done came home from prison and fell apart. I got a belly button hernia. I got the blood pressure, the diabetes probably, borderline diabetic. Hey, Gatorade got salt in it, too. That's crazy, man. Joe about to be eating some freaking carrots. Oh, man, it's over for me, man. And you know what's so crazy? It's like all of a sudden, I just fell off. And I hate that. 3 months ago, I had quit smoking cigarettes for the umpteenth time. And it's probably been longer than that now. I mean, I still haven't started smoking again. I questioned to myself, why the hell not at this point? But I quit smoking, I started fasting, and I began running and going back to the gym. And I did that for probably about a month and a half. And then I saw absolutely 0 results. And I just said, you know what, screw this. I'm done. I ain't got time for it. And ever since then, I feel like I got tremendously fat and just in piss poor health. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You try to do the right thing, and it still backfires for you. Johnny says, I'm still paying for the hangover for Trump winning. I was like, oh shit, what does that even mean? Like, did you vote for Kamala? But no, I'm assuming that you voted for Trump too. I did as well. And yeah, man, hey, it's good. All the change that you're already seeing take place. Russia ready to talk. China ready to work. Interest rates yesterday dropping by 0.25%. A lot of things taking place right this second that are just looking positive for the future. And, good stuff there, man. Good stuff there. Justin says, you still passing out? I haven't been passing out, but again, I feel like that came from two things, smoking the cigarettes and also drywall and paint particles, which I haven't been around. I did go clean out the van today also. I did a few things. I got out and cleaned out the van. I'm going to turn the van into a stealth sleeper. I've been seeing that those videos do pretty well on YouTube. So we're going to do some stealth sleeping in the hood. Probably do a 24-hour live stream with that. Hopefully get woken up to the sound of a Sawzall going off underneath of the van. Viral at that point. At that point, that would be viral. We could even stage it. And we could even stage it and have like the Sawzall go off underneath of the van. And then we go out there to investigate. And it's somebody that we know. That would be viral too. Spawn Killer, yeah, I answered that already, unfortunately. V, what's going on? You were passing out? I was. So, your boy's just got a lot of health issues, man. It's scary too, man. I'm only 42 years old. I think to myself, boy, I hope I got me another 40 in me. But anyway, so this happened to me a couple of different times, maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 times at the most, where I would begin coughing for no good reason whatsoever, and mostly it came from when I was laughing. I would get to laughing so hard that I would either begin coughing with this really bad dry cough, and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up from being passed out, or it just came, the coughing fit just came on by itself, or it came from me laughing so hard that the coughing always came with the laughing. But I'll tell you 2 crazy stories about that real quick, which I've shared them. Some people have probably already heard those stories, but I'll just share them real quick. So one time, it was early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was getting ready for the day, and I was downstairs in the bathroom, like washing my hands at the sink, and I just started coughing. And the next thing I knew, I was laying halfway out of the bathroom on the floor, waking up to the dog barking at me, and my back was killing me. I had passed out, crashed backwards into the toilet paper holder, broke that off of the wall, and then fell on the floor. And I got a mean old scar on my back from that shit. I mean, I was bleeding all day from that. That was scary as shit. But that wasn't even as scary as the worst time, which was actually the last time that it happened to me. I was editing a video. I'll never forget this. It was one of the Tom dating videos, and it might have been when we used the guy Jeremy, the tree climbing dude that dressed like a woman. I think I was editing that video, and it was so damn funny to me. I was sitting there at my computer desk, not here, but in where I used to have my stuff at, and I just started laughing so bad that I began coughing. And the next thing I knew, I woke up at my computer desk, basically peeling my face up off of my keyboard, and I couldn't breathe at all, and I had literally projectile vomited through my nostrils. And I mean, I was suffocating. I was suffocating on my own vomit. Yeah, I'm just, not too healthy. It's actually quite scary. It's actually quite scary. So when I say that I got some problems I don't know what to do about, I mean, those are, mostly everything that I'm talking about. There's also one other thing that's completely nothing health related and something, totally unrelated to all of that, but I ain't gonna get into that right now. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we get there and figure it all out. King Spray, what's going on with you? Joe, please check out a game called Storage Hunters. It would be cool to see you play this. Appreciate the dono right there. I've seen that game. It does look pretty cool. And I do want to check that game out amongst a few other games. There's one other game that I'm going to play next. And I know you guys are going to enjoy that quite a bit. I'm probably not going to bounce around from the gameplay too much. We're still going to do the roleplay RP server. We're still going to do, I'm going to play a game for a little bit and then move on to another game. I don't want to bounce around. Maybe we end up doing that. I don't know. I'm not turning into a gaming channel, but I do enjoy sharing. I do enjoy doing that with you guys. The Greater Good says, did you get one of the COVID jabs, Joe? I did. I got 2 of them. I did. Yeah, so I might be a living testimony of what that was all about. Fresh says, I've got health issues and invisible disabilities, but no one believes me. People think I'm on drugs, or they say we all have our issues. LOL. Not like me, bruh. Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, man. Health shit ain't nothing to play with. Amazing 3DG. Shout out to you, man. Where is the membership link? I have no idea where that is. I don't even think I got a mod in here today. And if I do, forgive me. I haven't seen. Redskin Chris is up in here. Shout out to you, brother. XMX says drink a ton of water. Yeah, I got to get on a water kick. I need to flush the old system out, man. Yeah, man. Joe says I've been on a gaming streak again. I've been enjoying it. We've been playing Hitman over here, and yesterday we played a level that I've never played any of these new levels. After we did the stream, I messed with it a little bit more. Not that particular level, but I just wanted to see what other kind of features that game had. It's got a lot of stuff that you can do in it. But there's another game that I think you guys are going to enjoy even more. I'm going to play that after this. We're going to dabble with this a little bit. If people don't really enjoy it, then I'll go ahead and move on pretty quick from it. But I think people are enjoying it for the most part. Whew. Joe Krause, what's going on with you? Check out House Flippers 2. I think I got that, actually. I'm pretty sure that I do. Let me look in my library, see what I got. I got a lot of games in the library. Got the Hitman. I got House Flipper 1. I got Flight Simulator. That was pretty dope. Ready or Not. That's a pretty cool game. Oh, I got the first part of that. Yeah, that's the game that I want to get. I do have Thief Simulator as well. Somebody was telling me about that. I've got every Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy games are actually my favorite. Ghost Recon Wildlands, probably one of my favorite games. The Division. I love The Division, even though that got such a bad rap. People hated that game. I love it. I think it's probably one of the most beautiful games there is. Anyways, all right, so let's go ahead and move on a little bit, folks. Shout out to you, man. We got 270 people up in here, 279, man. Hey, y'all nice. I appreciate that. Thank you for being up in here. Did y'all see that game last night? Hey, man, Cincinnati couldn't buy a win when it comes to Baltimore. The NFL is completely scripted like most everything else in life. And, yeah, man, they got some bad beats last night. Joe Burrows and, Baltimore in general, both showed out. Both teams showed out big time, man. But they be missing some hella calls, and that's the second time they did that to Cincinnati. I don't like that, man. How Bowder said Tony Soprano would pass out randomly, too. That's pretty screwed up to know. Duke says, how much can you bench press? You look strong. I can't bench press much, man. I probably can't even bench press what I weigh. And I probably weigh every bit of 250. I'm being nice, too, because I know I weigh a lot more than that. I probably weigh every bit about 275. And you're going to say, no, there's no way, Joe. But I do, man. I'm a big dude, man. I'm a big-ass dude. 275 is freaking big. And it's all in my stomach, unfortunately. Or in my head. People do say I got a big old head. Zodiac Thriller Breakpoint is a banger, too. I don't know what. Oh, the Tom Clancy Breakpoint. Yeah. I play that quite a bit, too. I just didn't like all the freaking robot shit in there. But it's dope. I play it. Anyways, what were we going to move on to? Phew. I'm also running on limited sleep. My son was up all freaking night last night. And, yeah, anyways, I was just reading something. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a great one. Appreciate the donos right here. Jake says, any updates on Rabbit? No. I did just talk to Jellicoe today, though. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. So that was interesting. And I'll keep you posted on that. I mean, it sounds pretty promising. King Spray, again, shout out to you. What was the funniest thing you saw in prison? Funniest thing. I mean, the pranks, man. We used to do a lot of pranks. Gosh almighty, we used to do a lot of pranks. And I mean, some of the stuff that we did, man, would definitely be fighting words. You know, I remember one thing that we did when I was young. I mean, I'm 18 years old, just getting locked up, starting to really become a seasoned convict at 18 years old, I guess you could say. I mean, you know, jail was never a scary situation to me. Yeah, sure, I got my ass kicked a lot, but, you know, it is what it is, okay? So what? We move on. But we used to do a lot of silly-ass shit being in the jail. Like, for example, a dude would go into the shower and we would decorate his bunk. Like, if he had a bottom bunk, we would decorate the bottom of the top bunk with a bunch of pictures of, like, dudes. And that was always funny to get their reaction when they came out of the shower and seen that, hey, yo, what is this? What y'all do to my bunk area? Like, this crazy. You know, just silly shit like that. I remember when the new guys would come in and they would be scared, trying to tell them stupid things like, you know, either join this fictitious gang, you know, whatever we said that our gang name was. And then we would have like this big black dude that we'd act like was our gang leader. And we would send him in the cell with this dude and sit the guy down in the chair. And the dude would just be, you know, going in on him, screaming in his face, telling him he had to shave off one eyebrow and wear some Skittle lipstick for the day if he wanted to be down with the set. Silly shit like that is what comes to mind, like literally right off the bat. Ben Miller says you should get Game Pass for PC. I probably should. Kenneth Noisewater, Jack's using the computer at the library right now, arguing with a 15-year-old over whose turn it is. What in the world? I went to my local library on Halloween, actually, because that's where my son goes sometimes with the babysitter. They do a lot of children's events and like little classes at the library. And it's kind of a weird situation, like, because again, we live in a shithole. So you've got a lot of homeless people that hang out at the library, but they've got like this section that's completely devoted to like small children and, you know, whether it's moms or nannies taking the kids there. But they were doing this Halloween event for the kids. They did trick-or-treating in the library amongst a bunch of other stuff. So me and my wife go there. We're watching this, watching how my son interacts with these other kids. And, you know, they teach sign language. They do a lot of cool shit for the children there. But while we were in there, you know, they've got the computers in the library, the public computers. I seen one of the computers was opened up to the JPay email. And I thought that was freaking crazy. I was like, holy shit, somebody's emailing a prisoner from the library. And I didn't want to look and like read it or anything like that. I just noticed it said JPay and I knew it was the email. I've seen it. I know exactly what it looks like. So I just kept it moving. But then I saw the person that went and sat back down at the computer, and it was like some kind of a religious person, whether it was a preacher or a rabbi. Like, I don't necessarily know, but I knew that it was, or maybe it was a lawyer. I can't remember why I thought that it was a religious person. Maybe it was a lawyer, but then I thought to myself, damn, man, like whoever this is, if you're going to a public library to email a prisoner, why are you doing that? That shit just seems hella sus to me. Could you imagine your lawyer not even having a computer, having to go to a public library to use the computer? I'm not trying to make fun here, but I mean, that would just be a real crazy situation. I wonder why they did that. Did they not know what a VPN is? They didn't want their IP address attached to this? What if it really was a sus situation? Right? Let's think about it. Let's just throw out a scenario. Oh, God. Mr. B. Green. Yeah. The CB and Ernie fight. Oh, my God. Over the freaking coffee. Yeah, man. That was probably one of the greatest. Gosh almighty, that was one of the greatest right there. Mr. B. Green, I appreciate that right there. King Spray, again, appreciate you too. One more thing. Most screwed up thing that you've seen in prison. Most screwed up thing that you've seen, it doesn't have to be prison. Well, if it's not prison, why is the audio fading, Johnny says? His audio is always low. I don't know what that is, man. I swear to God, I got this thing cranked almost all the way up now. Y'all let me know if that fixes it. And let me look at my streaming software too. The audio is turned literally all the way up on this thing. All the way up. You know what? Can I go even higher? I think they told me like you could. Let me see if I can do it. Is that loud or is that no? I tried to bypass it and type in 150% because I've heard that you could do that and it doesn't frickin' do it. Everything is on 100 on here. And I don't know why that shit ain't loud enough. Testing. Unbelievable. Much better. Dude, I literally got this thing maxed out, man. That's freaking crazy. B Tuck, appreciate it. I'll try to be louder. I'm going to get to your questions in just a second, but let me finish my thought because yes, it's definitely the same mic that got hit with the magnet. I want to continue this thought real quick about this preacher possibly using a public library to email a prisoner. What if it was a suspect situation, right? What if they were carrying on some kind of nefarious conversation? Dude's married, you don't want your wife seeing that, but you're having phone relations via JPay email in a public library. I wonder how many people actually go in there and look at corn. I had to say corn. I'm trying to be good today. Yesterday I got annihilated on the stream, so I don't want to do that. Appreciate you guys letting me know about the sound. You got to know that people do that. Chrissy, sorry I missed that. God bless you, Joe. The Huns are gonna bust. The Huns are gonna bust. Oh my God, what does that even mean? But thank you for that. Mr. B. Green, again, very special shout out to you. The CB and Ernie fight was definitely funny. You know what I'm going to do real quick before I go to the King Spray thing? Let me go to the arrest website because I'm on there every day. Every day I'm on there, and it's sad because almost every day I see somebody that I know. And I forgot that the website is acting up today, and the pictures are not showing up at all now. They were showing up a little bit earlier, and now they're not showing up at all. So now some of the pictures are showing up. I don't know why it does that. Let me look up CB and just see what pops up. Charles? Let's see if we can find him. I mean, you would hope that he's not locked up. And the crazy thing is, like, there's only two people that show up, and they're both white dudes, and that wasn't him. All right, so Charlie maybe? No results. Which is crazy because, I mean, my mugshots show up from 2007. Okay, I just looked up his last name. Let's see if we can find him through this. And I mean, there's a million people with his last name. It's a very common last name. Boy, How wild would it be if we do find him? I mean, of course, I wouldn't want to see that he was rearrested. Just show me his original mugshots from when I've served time with him. That ain't him, but man, that dude looks even crazier than he did. CB was a wild one, man. He had a lot of shit with him. A lot of jailhouse larceny. He would be cool with you because he wanted something from you always. He never really had shit. I think he was related, if I can remember correctly, to one of the guards. And if he wasn't, he definitely was really friendly with some of these guards that were Jekyll and Hyde type of guards. Look, we're still going. There's 12 plus pages of people with this dude's last name and nothing popping up. Or, I mean, him downstairs not popping up. Wow. Damn. All right, well, it's looking like that's a bust. 17 pages. What about old Peaches? What was his name? See if I can pull him up. I have seen him on here before. And the crazy damn thing, this is his original mugshot when he got locked up. And I met him in prison. There we go right there, boy. We got the old Peaches. God, man. Hey. Man, let me just. I just want to. I'm going to save that. Tell you what, we'll save it. I've shown this picture a few different times throughout the course of time here. But it never gets old. You know, it's one of those pictures that. Let me go ahead and add that. Browse. Downloads. Bing. Bong. There it is. How's that going to look? Oh, it's so tiny. We got to blow that up right there. Yeah, for those of you who don't remember Peaches and what he looked like, folks, there he be right there. Can you imagine? This dude was a monster, too. I mean, like, huge. You know, look at the size of his forehead right here. You knew this dude was big as shit. See them lips right there? Could you imagine those with the Skittles on them? I mean, the shit was crazy. And this dude's nickname was Peaches. You know? This was a wild dude. The closest I ever came to having to deal with this dude is I lived in close proximity to him at one point. His bunk was somewhere near mine. I don't remember. I don't think we shared the same cut area. This wasn't an open dorm, so we didn't share a cell together or anything like that. But I'll never forget this guy in the morning time getting ready. You know, his morning routine was just, you know, it was to that of a woman's. You know, he was putting his gizmos on and tucking his hoorahs and, you know, all that good shit. But then he put on his perfume or whatever it was. And it was like this frankincense prayer oil musk. Oh, my God. I can't even remember which one it was. It was something like that. And anytime that I ever smell that, because I've smelled it, you walk by those little places in the mall that sell weird shit like that, and you smell it. And it's an immediate flashback to Buddy right here. You know, Buddy right here, there were some perks to living this type of a lifestyle in prison. You got the shower completely to yourself. And if ever you were in the shower, and this, like, there were rules that, you know, came with this type of a situation. When he go up in the shower, you don't go up in the shower. I mean, I don't give a damn. And if you did go up in the shower, and there were dudes who would be like, nah, man, I don't care. I'm taking a shower. Nah, stick my hand. That ain't what you doing at all. You advertise it. You saying, hey, I'm okay for the stay, if you get my drift. Oh, my God, what just happened? Yeah, man, old Peaches, man. Somebody I'll never forget right there. Prolific, so to speak. All right, anyways, let me get up into this. Shout out to everybody taking the time to rock with me on this today. King Spray, let me get to yours. The most effed up things you have seen, it doesn't have to be prison. Man. You know, trying to think about that right this second, I'm like drawing a blank, which is weird. I'm like, you put me on the spot a little bit with that. Give me a moment. I'll think about it. I got something that comes to mind. And it ain't dealing with prison, and it actually deals with when I was younger, way younger. But I think that, you know, you draw a blank on that because you probably try to put that type of stuff out of your mind. You compartmentalize things like that. Like, you don't want to think about those type of things. You know, seeing dudes get extorted and crying and getting beat down so bad that they are screaming and hollering like they could potentially lose their lives. Seeing dudes doo-doo on themselves because they're getting beat up so bad. You know, those are just a few things that I saw while I was in prison. But I'll share with you one thing that I saw when I was, free, and especially when I was young and I was Lil Pistol Starter. Not necessarily was I this hardcore gangster 1900 Rugrat type of a dude, but I was. You know, when I look at this dude, 1900 Rugrat, this young rapper dude who's blowing up all over TikTok, I mean, good on him. I got nothing but respect for the fact that, you know, he's doing music and he's doing well with that. But when I look at that dude, I think about me when I was his age, and I was just like that. All about that street life type of shit. And I'll share two things with you, and they both took place at the same time. I was probably 18 years old. I had my first ever place, a trailer. I had my very own trailer in the trailer park. Hey, man. And we were about that shit out there. I'm trying to tell you, my crew of undesirables, man, hey, these dudes weren't nothing to play with. These dudes weren't nothing to play with. So when I think about them dudes, one of those guys has completely turned his life around. He actually rocks with After Prison Show. Lives a really good life, but he was a dude that you ain't want to mess with. And him also, not really the one that was going to do it, but the people that he associated with would go to war for him. So because of my association with him comes all these dudes, man, that are really about that life. And it's wild because when I had the painting business, one of the sets of apartments that we used to paint, it was a neighborhood full of duplexes, was actually the neighborhood that I used to frequent where all these dudes used to be at. So one of these dudes was about as crazy as you could get. And I don't know if he's out of prison now, but I know that he went to prison for a long ass time for a lot of robbery charges. I mean, this dude was going up into, I believe it was motels, and they were robbing the front desk. And that was just part of what they were doing. I mean, they were doing a lot worse shit like that too. This dude would definitely use that pew-pew. But anyways, me and him were pretty cool. I can't say his name. I won't do that. But he was an absolute freaking menace. And he used to come around quite a bit. So I was selling weed. That was like my thing. And I had this kid. I say kid, but he was the same age as me. I was 18. He was 18. So there was this kid that I knew from school who was a big customer of mine. And something happened. I can't remember what happened. Oh, now I remember. He brought a dude to my trailer who I absolutely freaking hated. This guy's name was Harrison. I can't remember the dude that ended up catching the bad end of the stick here, but the dude brings over a customer. And mind you, he was like my biggest runner, basically. So he brings somebody over with him one day, and I see the dude through the window of his car, and I'm like, yo, who is that? And he was like, oh, no, that's my buddy Harrison, whatever. But he didn't know that, like, Harrison and me had a real big issue because back when I was in high school, I don't know how much of this I've actually ever even shared. When I was in high school, me and Harrison had a lot of problems. Harrison was taller than me, maybe even a little bit. He was a tall, lanky dude like me. And me and Harrison used to beef all the time. So I would like run up and slam him up into the lockers in school. I can't even remember why we didn't like each other. And I think that it had something to do with a girl. But anyways, I would see him, I'd slam him into the lockers, I'd talk shit to him, and then, carry on about my business. And then he would get down the hall, like far away from me, and then he would be talking shit back to me. So, it wasn't even like he was really scared of me. I wasn't no bully, but I just had an issue with this dude. And I don't know why we never got to fighting, but we just never did. But I mean, I'm constantly messing with this dude, and he's constantly just, picking at me. So one day, I slam him up into the locker, and I'm talking shit to him, and I'm saying all sorts of crazy shit to him, like, yo, man, I'm going to unalive you, you son of a... And I mean, I'm just saying these things, right? But next thing I know, here come the police up into the classroom. I was in keyboard class, trying to learn how to type. 2 police officers come up in there talking about Mr. Guerrero, 17 years old. Take me down to the principal's office. They say to me, hey, we received some information saying that you was gonna unalive somebody. And I'm like, what you talking about? I say, are you talking about this dude Harrison? They said, well, we can't confirm nor deny who it was. We just heard that you was gonna, do something to somebody. I said, yo, me and this dude got beef. I mean, we're just talking shit, slamming each other up into the lockers. I just said it. I mean, so anyways, for whatever reason, they leave me in the principal's office and they walk out to do something. And I literally see on the desk it was the assistant principal. I literally see on the desk a letter and it says, Joe Guerrero threatened to unalive Harrison. Oh, I remember his last name too, but I ain't gonna put that out here. Threatened to unalive Harrison. And then it literally said, heard by. And of course, it was Harrison and this girl that I was like super cool with. I mean, that shit crushed me when I saw her name on there and like 2 other names on there who I didn't give a damn about. But I was like, damn, man, me and that girl were actually okay. So I see this list and I'm like, damn, that's wild as shit, man. I see who told on me right here. So next thing that happens, I get expelled from school. And that ruined my life. Because I was like, man, I got expelled for talking shit and just, I was never a bully in high school. I would get bullied by the more popular kids, and I was in the middle of the food chain. So you had the higher echelon who would pick on me because I could get girls, and they didn't like that. And then I would pick on the people that I thought were below me, and Harrison was somebody that I thought was below me. And then I think that there was an issue with some girl, and maybe that girl was even the girl that was on the list when I said that, me and him were beefing behind some girl. I can't remember all of that, but I get expelled. This dude ruins my life. So I go back to school the next year because they let me come back. And now I'm in the grade with my little brother. And I feel like a freaking idiot. And I last like a week before I'm just like, screw this. I'm done. I'm out of here. So I drop out of school. So the next time that I see this guy is literally when he's pulling up with this other dude that runs the weed for me to buy some weed. And I'm like, yo, ain't that Harrison? And I walk up to the car and I'm like, yo, ain't you? Boom, right through the goddamn window. I start beating this dude up. And then they peel off and haul ass. So when you talk about something screwed up that happened, here comes psychopath who used to hang with us. He comes over. And then here comes dude that was running the weed for me. And they were just both at my trailer with a bunch of other people as well, too, because I had a little trap. I mean, that's really what it was. So they're over there with, they're just there together in some kind of a way. I can't even remember like how it happened or what. I was talking about the situation that took place. Like, damn, man, yeah, it was kind of messed up that you brought that dude over here, but you didn't know that, me and him had a beef, or maybe you did. I can't remember. But for whatever reason, psychopath dude, he didn't like that. And he looked at that as like a big old sign of disrespect to me. And I wasn't nobody because, again, this dude was way more about it than I was. But I did have the spot. So maybe that was to be respected. And because of the relationship that I had with his boy, maybe that was to be respected as well, too. I don't necessarily know. All I know is psychopath dude commenced to beating the absolute dog shit out of my runner behind this whole situation. And I really didn't want that to take place. I was not looking for that to take place. This happened right on my couch in my living room. And dude didn't have no fight game whatsoever. He was not about that life at all. He did not come over here looking for those type of problems. And this dude beat this dude so freaking bad. I mean, dude is screaming and crying. And I'm just like, man, shit. Hey, I think he's had enough, man. I think he's at and I didn't know if he was I didn't know how far he was going to take this. And luckily, at some point, that finally stopped. And, man, I felt so freaking bad about that. I was like, man, sorry that happened to you. I mean, I can't. Like, what am I going to do? Try to pull him up off of you? This dude is a known really bad dude. I was sure shit scared of him. But, yeah, man, that's probably one of the most effed up things amongst a bazillion others. So, yeah, anyways. Raider for Life, that high school food chain. You better bet it, man. I definitely wasn't at the top of that list. John says, let's see that 2007 mugshot. Do I even got that pulled up? I get it for you. Yeah, Joe was young. And the crazy thing is, I wasn't even that young. I just looked that young. Whoo! I don't know why they just got this joint. Man, that shit's got 2,000 views. That shit kind of went viral. Damn, boy. Yeah, man, that's the face of a dude that knows his life is over. Go ahead and say that. I'm about to make that joint my screensaver so I never forget. It's wild that that's the only one that there is, too. I mean, I got arrested so many times in my life. So many times. Let's see that thing real quick. One time for the one time. There you go. There you go, man. Yeah. Oh, young little whippersnapper Joe. Look at me now. You couldn't have told me nothing in that moment right then and there. Let's see. That was on December the 21st, 2008. Oh, that is right. I keep saying 2007, and I've been saying that for a long time. Shit, I've had my times mixed up. It was 2008. How could I ever forget that? Because I had just come home from prison for the first time in February of 2008, but I kept thinking 2007 for some reason. So this picture was taken on December the 21st, 2008. And again, mind you, I got arrested on December the 20th, 2008. And that's important because my son's birthday is December the 20th as well. So the worst day of my life coincides with the date representing also the best day of my life. This picture was also taken at 1:09 a.m. I was 24 years old in this picture. I was a little 1090 Rugrat right there, boy. You just got caught with the gun. What did I have? Prevent law enforcement from making an arrest. Fought the police that night. Weapons carry concealed weapons. Weapons possession. Schedule 1-2. Drug possession. While possession of a firearm. That was a big, dumb old felony right there. Weapons, convicted felon, nonviolent, possess, transport firearm. That was a decent little felony right there. Conspiracy, narcotics possession with intent to sell, distribute, etc. So I caught the conspiracy, well, because I told them my intentions with the drugs. And again, did that to try to save everybody who was with me. But that didn't work because dude that was with me said that he was in on it too, like a wild little youngin'. Narcotics possession with intent to sell, distribute, etc. Traffic operator's license revoked while first offense. I felt like that was my fifth offense. They must have worded that wrong. And then the last charge was contempt of court, general court without a jury. You know, that contempt of court charge that I caught was always an interesting story to share. If y'all don't remember how Joe caught that, that was crazy. I'm 6'4". So I'll never forget when I went to my arraignment. And was it the arraignment? Maybe it was a bond hearing. I can't remember. I think it was the arraignment. But in the arraignment, you're down there in General District Court, which means nothing in the grand scheme of things when you have the type of charges that I had. Because all of my charges were going to take place in the upper court, which in my state is referred to as circuit court. Other states, it might be referred to as superior court. I don't even know. I don't know what it's referred to in other states. But in my state, it's called circuit court. That's your big boy court. You go to your circuit court for felony charges. That's the easiest way to put it. So I was at General District Court for my arraignment. And how did this play out? When you're down in circuit court for your arraignment, they basically go over what you've been arrested for. Sometimes they'll issue a bond right then and there. If they don't, then you have to request for a bond hearing. I knew that I wasn't getting a bond because I had probation. Did I have probation? Yeah, I had a probation violation as well, too, I think. I can't remember. God bless, it's crazy when you can't even remember all this shit all that clearly anymore. But I'm in General District Court. They're going over my charges. And basically all this court date is to determine is if there's enough evidence to send it up to circuit court. I don't know of a situation where there's ever not enough evidence. If you've been locked up for a felony, you're never going to get it dismissed right then and there unless it was somebody who put a charge on you and then all of a sudden they're recanting that statement and trying to pull that charge back before it gets sent upstairs. That's the only time that I can think of that ever happening. But all the time, they're going to send it upstairs. So they go over all my charges, the story, what happened, and they're sending it upstairs, and the judge is saying, I'm going to go ahead and send this upstairs, and you'll have the ability to plead guilty or not guilty or whatever. I can't remember how it happened, man. Damn it. The judge said something. He said, the judge said something, whether that was that I wasn't getting bond or that it was getting sent upstairs. And I want to say that it was the bond situation. He might have said, you're not getting any bond. I'm going to go ahead and send this upstairs. And when he did that, my lawyer said to me right then and there, hey, don't worry about it. We can appeal this. I'm trying to remember this, man, because it's so weird to me because I remember that the lawyer that was talking to me was not the lawyer that I would end up with. So I don't remember how that happened either. That's what's confusing me right now. So let's just say that the judge said to me, hey, we're going to deny bond at this time. And then the lawyer that was there said, don't worry, we can appeal this when we get upstairs. And then the judge said to me, I dare you to appeal this. Because with the charges you got and the time you're facing, you ain't going nowhere for a long time. And when I heard that, I just couldn't take it. I told the judge, man, hey, snatched the microphone off the podium, ba-boom. Man, hey, forget you, judge, and walked myself back to the bullpen. Now, mind you, now here come all the police behind me, ushering me up into that cell. Man, hey, they were ready to beat my ass back there. They didn't, though, which was crazy. I feel like I came pretty close to getting my ass kicked, which thankfully I didn't. But, yeah, man, so I caught a contempt of court. The judge was like, that's a contempt of court. That's 10 days. I said, man, hey. No, I didn't even say F the judge. I snatched the microphone off the podium, but boom. I said, man, F this, and started walking off, and the judge was like, that's a contempt of court. That's 10 days. I said, and F you too, judge. And he said, that's another 10 days. I said, damn. Old Joe. Old Joe. The library, you better bet it, man. Carl, what's going on? In the UK, we used to have this thing where you get arrested. They call it take into consideration. So you would own up to crimes you didn't commit so you could get a lighter sentence. Oh, my God. That's telling on yourself. Chicky Chop's going on. Pistol Pete, I see you right there, man. Let's have that conversation. I tried to have it with you yesterday afternoon. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what I'm looking like when I get done with this. But, yeah. If that's who it is. Sorry, it might not be the same person. Over here on the Twitch side, shout out to you guys, man. You guys have been patiently waiting over here. Valentine, what's going on? Never got a notification about the YouTube's lives, and now you're crossed over to support to catch all kinds of notifications on the Bobo. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you doing so. Zodiac, Breakpoint is a banger too. Yeah, we saw that one. V talking about how much I was weighing. Yeah, old fat boy. Feeder, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Zodiac, no problems on this side talking about the audio. Good to know. Oh, damn. Am I like way late on the chat over here? I am way late on the chat. I had to refresh it. The screen was frozen. There we go. Got it right now. Alexis, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for getting up in here. Appreciate you rocking with me. Yeah, man. Damn, Dr. Disrespect is live right now with 20,000 people watching. I never can find a good time to get up in here. Anyway, so let me go ahead and move on. Our gameplay is kind of at a standstill right now with the After Prison Show official server, which definitely sucks. We need some maintenance to be done in there, and there's nothing that I can do until that maintenance gets done. And I hate that. We need to get some repairs done. I'm hoping to get those done sooner than later, but that's all at the availability of who can do those repairs. So we're basically at a standstill with that. I am getting ready to move on to some other gameplay. I hate to say that, too, because we got 300 people rocking with us. And I know as soon as we get up into this gameplay, we're going to lose a couple of people. But I need to be doing the gameplay because I've got a lot. I don't want to say a lot. I've got a couple of games that I really want to play and share with you guys. And I want to complete some of this stuff. Like right now, we're playing Hitman Absolution. It's a beautifully illustrated game. The gameplay is just amazing in this. I really enjoy sharing this gameplay with you guys and trying to complete this the right way, because usually I just go through run and gun on all of this, and if things go wrong, that's what we end up doing. But the gameplay is super important because of the fact that we do have the server and the role play going on with that. I promise you guys there is a lot more that's coming with that server, but this is not an easy thing at all. You know, you need a lot of moving parts to all work together for that to work. You need people who can help repair it when issues arise, and right now we do have some issues with it. You need people who are going to play it. You need just a lot of different things, man. Just a lot of different things. But, yeah. Anywho, let me go ahead and start pulling up some other stuff. I got a video for you guys, too, today that I'm going to be sharing. And I guess I'm going to run with the video that I haven't had a chance to run with just yet. Folks, I went back to the Metropolis in the woods by my lonesome and I filmed it. I'm going to be sharing that with you guys today. It is a little surprising what I found when I went back there. I hope that it turns out to be a video you guys enjoy. That video is going to be coming out at 5 p.m. today. So, am I still showcasing my image? I am. Damn, I'm sorry. Sorry I had my dumbass mugshot up there that whole time. All right. You know why I like to play this game? Sorry, I had to get my phone off the charger. I like to play this game, Hitman, because I don't see a lot of other people playing it. Maybe they did, and that was a long time ago. Hopefully I'm not talking to dead air right now because everything just went black. Oh, there it goes. It's coming in right now. What's the plan for the weekend? Hey, who plays tomorrow? Y'all let me know. Who plays on Sunday too? I don't even know. Gosh almighty. One of these days, folks, one of these days, we're going to have everything worked out. I won't have to dual monitor off of my phone, relying on my Wi-Fi signal from my house, having to hardline my internet to the shed. It's a janky situation I got going on, really. Volkswagen Planet, what's going on? Pretty cool username right there. What you guys doing this weekend? George says, why can't we cut any grass anymore? We can do that. I just got to reload that game in, and I will. I'll get it reloaded. We will do it. I was talking about wanting to kind of play a game for a little bit and then before moving on to another game. Let me at least complete this level. I'll get Lawnmower Simulator loaded back up. We'll play that. And then we'll move on to the game that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. All right, what were we doing? It was the destination. It was over here. Let me get all this pulled up real quick, and then I'll switch it over for you guys. All right, we're loading it all up. We're doing this on expert mode. And, yep, we're going to play it. Now, with expert mode, folks, we can't just run and gun. It doesn't work like that. They will put a hot one in your ass. No diddy. Hopefully I got these graphics all the way that they need to be. We got to restart the mission. I haven't played this since I died with y'all. All right. So if you joined me yesterday, you know basically what's going on with this. Oh, let me do one other thing real quick. I noticed that the audio was just a little low on this yesterday. It's better now. Should be good. Y'all let me know if it sounds okay. Go back to the shop. I should do that. They know we coming. Oh, we on our own, y'all. All right, folks. So let me fill you guys in real quick. Our target in here is an old lady. Margarine is her name. We're going to refer to her as. There's a detective who's going to go try to investigate something. Let's keep an eye on what he's doing. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. I turned the audio up, but I didn't turn the audio on. We should be good to go now. Appreciate that, John. Thank you for letting me know. That's why we lost those people.
Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here.
I'm curious, too.
Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Huh. I'm a hitman. You don't pay me enough to be a detective. Now, I said yesterday, if we could become the detective, all of our problems are solved, right? Now, watch this. I figured it out. Yesterday, we couldn't get this guy where we wanted him to be at. I got a better plan for that today. Watch this. All right, he's going to be right there. Make sure he can't see us. Let's get our coin out. All right, now watch. We're going to flicker. Oh, shit. He's going to stop right here for a second. I need to flick the coin. Why I can't flick? Oh, there it goes. Right there. There's the first coin. All right, now I'm going to throw the other coin over here in the bushes. If I can get this son of a bitch to come to those bushes. Get in the bushes. You son of a bitch, I said get in the bushes.
Oh, man.
If we could become the detective. I wonder if I can get his bitch ass.
Thumbs up, mate.
Oh, see, now we just got noticed. I just want to see if it's possible. Snap his neck. All right, let's drag him into the bushes. Maybe we can get this disguise if we're in the bushes. All right, drop him. Now we're him. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're the detective. Oh my God, we did it, y'all. Now we can go right up to the target and just frickin' pop her ass. Problem solved. Bitch, I'm Sherlock Holmes. Let me stand up so shit don't look suspicious. Yo, we the detective now. Oh man, hey, we just bypassed all that crazy shit. How this about to work out? Oh, I thought the game was about to crash.
Greetings, sir.
I have to give you a pad down if you're coming this way, sir.
Oh my God, we've got a gun on us. Frisking not allowed, illegal items in inventory. All right, we got to drop everything because we got all sorts of shit we ain't supposed to have. We're going to drop it right over here. All right, we can't have the gun. Drop that. Can't have the key opener. Drop that. Can't have that. Can't have that. Those are all like... All right, I think we should be good with the camera, right? Frisking not allowed, illegal items. Get frisked. Diddy party. Do your worst.
I'll be done in a sec.
I bet you will. This is probably your favorite part of the job, ain't it? Whoa, stickman! Hey, hey, man.
See, that wasn't so hard. Please proceed.
That's what she said. That's exactly what she said. You sick bastard. All right, man. Hey, we on the inside.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice.
Oh man.
A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and
That's the
I need a
target.
quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
What if we
Results
just
and
took her right
discretion
now?
are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madam Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible.
Get me a gun.
Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or
Yeah.
do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
Start the investigation. Why won't it
I
let me?
prefer to get started.
As
Oh,
you
man.
wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Thing was a little buggy. I don't know if this is really the way you're supposed to do this mission.
Hey, how are you?
Shut up. Don't talk to me. I'm a detective. You're a freaking rent-a-cop.
I feel
Yeah.
obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madam Carlyle are of a delicate nature.
Oh,
You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow.
oh, this lady's faking her
Adam's
own death.
children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all.
What?
So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation.
Why are we faking our own death?
I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
I'm saying, man. Did you just threaten me?
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning.
Overdose.
The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Okay. Not only are we a hitman,
A
folks.
locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Folks, we're a freaking detective right now. Look at this.
Why
Oh.
don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Okay. Scan, navigate, filter. Just took a picture of a dead guy. Gonna post that shit on X later on. How do you zoom on this? Oh, there we go. Okay, nothing going on right there. Oh, there we go. Scanning the body. Yep, that's a
Throat
body.
markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Buddy dead. All right, I need a knife. There was a knife over here. We remember that from yesterday when we were trying to do this. So there's the knife. We can pick up the knife. All right, we're going to keep that. So when this old lady comes up in here, she's the target. Oh, man, this thing is kind of getting a little glitchy on me. Don't you crash. I'd be pissed. Oh, we can investigate the laptop. Let's do that. Find the case files. Appreciate y'all rocking with me
Zachary
on
was
this.
shopping for
Y'all got me feeling like
Wellingtons
Mr.
last
Beast
night.
up. I mean,
Not exactly
Dr.
what you
Disrespect
expect
up
from
in here.
someone suicidal.
Oh shit, I missed everything. Are they on Amazon shopping for boots? Damn, I missed the clues. Pick up the suicide note. There we go.
Zachary's suicide note.
All right, let's look at some intel here. So there's the note. Found it. It reads, "I am haunted by horrible past choices." Whoa. And they're all-consuming consequences. Alexa was the raft keeping me afloat. Without her, I cannot go on. Goodbye, signed Zachary. So again, the old lady faked her death. The brother must have thought she was dead, and then he killed himself. Oh, this is all the old lady.
Of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Oh, that's a good idea. What other kind of case files do we got? Objectives, intel. There we go. So we did the clues. That's what I got. Zachary's body, the suicide note, and then what was this? The laptop. It said showing that Zachary was shopping for Wellington boots last night. I got no idea why that's important, but it must be. All right, cool. Anything else to discover in here? We're gonna go out on the balcony, see what's going on out there. Nice little hat right there. I think we picked up everything over here. Go out on the balcony. There's a guard out here. Can I kill him and dump him somewhere? What we got out here? Break the lock. Oh man, they got the damn the ladder locked off. I've never seen a ladder lock like that before. All right, so I can lean. I could kill this dude and dump his body somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take this dude out. Oh man, but if I use the knife, then I'm gonna mess up the suit because we're doing this in expert mode, folks. So any little bit of blood that gets on your disguise, you're ruined. So I want to kill this dude because he's got a gun, and we may need his suit to get around. So unfortunately, you got to go. You got to go. I'm sorry. Look, just relax. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. No Diddy. Drag you out of the way just in case anybody comes over here. They won't be able to find you. All right, cool. So we got this dude in case we need that guard costume right there. Shut that. Hopefully nobody goes out there. We're good to go.
I think the crime scene has more clues, 47.
Oh, you telling me I didn't find everything. Okay, good deal. This is supposed to be expert mode. Oh, it's right there. Pull the book. There's a secret compartment. Shut up.
Door.
Where is the door? Oh, right here. Oh my God. He's got a red room.
How the door was locked from the inside.
He's got a red room like 50 Shades of Grey. Peep through the hole? This dude was a weirdo. I knew he was a PDF. Oh, this is important right here. Can we fit the gun through there? Open this. Oh my God, folks, we found another secret passage back out into the hallway. Shut that. Don't glitch it again. I said shut the door. Good deal. Anything else in here? Any other weapons we could use? Oh, Linda says I'm missing 3 more clues. Thank you for letting me know that. That's the door. Okay, there's one right there. The mansion floor plan.
A photocopy of the floor plans.
Somebody's
been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
What is that right there? Another peephole? Oh, this is good. This is gonna come in handy. Yeah, if we have to shoot it out, this is gonna be a good little hiding spot. So we can push the book to shut that. Oh, we can't shut it. Oh, it shuts automatically. Appreciate y'all letting me know that. I'm gonna go out here and see the butler, see what he's talking about. Make sure everything's turned down. Shout out to the 10 people rocking with me over on the Twitch side. Appreciate y'all. All right, where's the butler at? Also, this is where the lawyer was at. Oh, I'm trespassing. I can't go in there. The lawyer had some interesting information too. Oh, there's the butler right there. Are you the butler, or are you just part of the staff? You're definitely not the butler. Okay, that's how we...
Good today, sir.
Yep, appreciate it. Where's the butler at? Folks, we're doing pretty good with this. Is that you? Bingo.
How are you,
Mr.
sir?
Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi.
Oh, buddy, you
I
did
was
it.
alone in my office at the time of death.
How you
Here's
got
the
an office?
material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
All right, I'm thinking the butler did it. He gave me some intel. Let's see what that
This is very
intel.
useful information, 47.
Oh shit, wrong thing. Zachary's room. Yep. Oh, these are all the people. Gregory Carlisle, the oldest child of Alexa, Gregory is a suspect in the murder. So then you've got Edward. He's a suspect in the murder. Rebecca, she's a suspect in the murder. Emma is a suspect in the murder. You know what? This is it. Patrick did it. The son of Emma and Gregory. Patrick is a suspect. Patrick just looked like he did it. And then Mr. Fernsby. Fernsby clarified up front that he was working in his office last night and does not have an alibi. I think the first thing we need to do is go straight to this guy's office. Straight up.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find this dude's office. How the frick does a butler got an office? There you go. Hey, buddy.
Patrick
is giving you a really hard
Can you
time.
tell me where
You
you
deserve
were
better than that
yesterday
once.
evening?
It's not so bad anymore.
It's
Used to
that
be much
sneaky
worse.
butler, isn't it? He ratted me out.
Oh, you look like you...
Elaine, give us some privacy, would you?
Some privacy?
Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
So you were banging somebody last night. That's what it was?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did
Shut
you
up.
see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
I'm telling you, I believe it was the butler too. And this young kid says he thinks it was the butler.
Just remembered I went for a stroll behind the greenhouse last night. Maybe that's where it is.
What is?
My lost button. The one you couldn't find at the graveyard. Wouldn't it be a good idea for you to go and look for it?
Oh, we should go look where he walked last night.
Yes.
Yo, this is going to take us a while. We need to pick up one of these pool balls. We could definitely throw that in somebody's face. Huh. That's a bathroom. Ain't shit going on in here. What's this?
Patrick talking to Madame Carlyle's daughter.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept
Boy.
asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
Oh, something was given to the butler. I'm telling you, man, everybody keeps throwing this shit on the butler. Tokens for Rebecca and Mr. Fernsby. According to the bodyguards, Rebecca Carlisle and Mr. Fernsby, the butler, have each been given a token for the Milton Fitzpatrick Bank. When combined, the tokens grant access to the deposit box. Whoever holds the set, the deposit box may well contain a copy of the case file. Holy shit, this is gonna be a lot. Oh my God, there's a gun right there with a frickin' silencer on it. If we pick that up, are we gonna be suspicious? Hell yeah, they're looking right at me. All right, we're gonna have to leave that for a moment. Folks, all signs point to the butler right now. Buddy said he was in the garden yesterday walking with some blonde thing. It's a snooker ball.
Madame Carlisle wants to inspect the arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay?
It's the birds. They're making a racket, droppings everywhere. The Undertaker wants them gone before he'll see Madame Carlisle. He's in a right state. So, unless you want to take on the birds, I suggest you stay clear of him.
Oh, no, my aim's horrible. Safer for everyone if I just wait here till he's...
Funeral arrangements. A renowned funeral director has been summoned to arrange the fake funeral. Madame Carlisle wants to inspect the arrangements, but the funeral director refuses to see her until the staff has scared away the birds nesting nearby. So are we supposed to scare away the birds? There's a lot of different things you got to do here. Buddy said he lost a button walking with the girl last night. Uh-oh, is that it? A rake. I don't know if this is the garden or if this is, I mean, it looks like it's just a graveyard. Who's this? There's a lot of people I'm supposed to talk to, and pick up a shovel. Oh my God, stop this. Yesterday that happened to me and I accidentally killed the whole stream.
Hello, sir.
With these freaking pop-ups.
That's a little too close.
Sorry about that. I got a tendency to be real close to people. I need to get back in the house because clearly I'm not doing much out here. Damn, that gardening fork could take somebody out. Stank hunt, 2K5, 25 would be dope. I'm all about that shit. I love me some sports. All right, I don't know if I was in the garden or not. That was probably just the graveyard. This looks more like the garden over here where Buddy said he was walking with the girl at. This is the garden. Got it. Okay. Dude said he dropped something over here. Maybe there'll be a clue about what he was doing. Possibly a used condom. Yucky. Oh, perfect. That is super helpful.
I'll never get how the rich do things.
Oh,
All
no.
this fuss for a pretend funeral. And why not do a photo shoot because we're all gathered? Talk about messed up multitasking. And who's carrying the load? I'll tell you who. Us.
Yeah, Frank is busting our balls out here too.
Oh, maybe they were in here. This is probably... Oh, shit. I can't unlock the door. View the intel. There's a lot of intel to gather in this. A family photo. Summon a photographer for a family photo due to a missing fuse in the nearby fuse box. How the photographer equipment is without power.
Just run through. Hi, Lawrence. How are you holding up?
Having a really bad day.
Me too. I can't believe Zachary's dead.
Yeah. And Patrick is really out to me around. He sent me here to find a button he believes he lost. But I think he's just trying to be alone with a new girl, Elaine.
Why don't you just stay here for a while and relax? Looks like you need it.
Sounds really nice. I think I will. Thanks.
All right, let me go ahead and break into this place. I should be good to go. Use the crowbar. Oh! Oh my God, I did not just compromise myself, man.
Say worries about how things will be handled with Gregory and Emma.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm the freaking detective.
This asshole imposter out there.
Oh, man. Well, there goes the whole investigation. Now I need to, what do I do? Maybe not everybody thinks that I'm compromised. Maybe I can still carry on with the mission. Now, if I can't, I'm just going balls to the walls and I'm going to start, I'm going to go right for the old lady. I got a knife. I can take her out.
Everything. Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
We're still talking about the girl.
Detective asked to come here. Madame Carlisle must believe Zachary.
Looking sharp today, sir.
All right, so I don't seem like I'm compromised to everybody. Maybe just to some people.
But he was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Oh, that's the girl.
You need to forget about Patrick.
Oh, they're talking about a
good's
plan
gonna
B.
Come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Rosie wants the romance. She wants the D. Ask Rosie about Patrick.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to, but we're in good time.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
in
still
trouble,
good.
aren't I spent the evening with Patrick.
Oh,
We met
shit.
after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning.
What do you mean you
He
spent
said
the
he
evening?
needed someone real to talk to.
Wow.
When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores. Would you mind taking a few steps away from me, please?
How are things coming along?
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor. But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Okay, so I think I've got this figured out, right? The old lady
Did all the
faked
groceries arrive?
her
Yeah,
death
some of the delivery people
so that her
were unhappy
brother
with
would
the
kill
security at the
herself
gate.
or kill himself,
Safe with Ethel.
and
She
then
never
she
misses
gets
a
to take over
gossiping at work. Boo.
this place and like maybe the money or something. Can I tuck that? No, that goes on my back. That ain't gonna work. That's a dope weapon to have, though. All right, so I'm
That is
not.
the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Oh shit, we definitely breaking this. Damn right. All right, this is the guy. This guy did it. Hands down, he did it. How do I got my gun out right now? Put the gun away. Pick up Mr. Fernsby's list. Okay, let's see what this intel's hitting on. The office of Mr. Fernsby, the butler. The room is accessible through the storage room in the... Okay. Well, we're in here. So there's 3 clues in here. Fire poker. Oh, he burnt his diary.
Zachary's diary. This is big.
Oh my God.
He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago.
Holy
And
shit.
apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident.
Oh.
And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room.
Oh my
proving
God.
He didn't write it himself.
Mr. Fernsby did it. The butler is the killer. We can hit him with a golf club. So do we get to take out the butler too? There's another clue in here somewhere. There it is right there. The master key. Woo. View the intel. A key which unlocks every door through Thornburg Mansion. All right, we figured it out, man. Does the game not have sound? Can y'all not hear what's going on in here? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this game sound, because I've been doing this the whole time with no sound. That ain't gonna work. All right, the butler did it. We've been knowing that. Oh my God, there's the poison.
Painkiller. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary.
Oh.
Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47?
I am.
Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder.
What?
But I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
What do we do here? We could frame the butler, or we could get to the real killer. The game sound is low. All right. Appreciate y'all letting me know that. I'll just go ahead and max that money out. Should be good now. What do the options do? Yeah, we got everything turned all the way up, so we bussin'. All right, I just turned it up even more, so y'all should be able to hear it better. All right, we're compromised still. Hey, Rosie, give me a call when you get off.
We're in good time, I think.
I I can't deal with all this pretend funeral stuff just now.
Pick up a
I
bag
know
of
I have
sugar.
to,
We
but
can make us
I
some
just think
prison
she might be
wine up
pregnant.
in here.
I'm gonna be a dad.
You'll be fine, Robbie.
All right, where's that butler at, man? We could tell him that we're ready to frame him and see what that does. He's usually out here wiping shit down. I can't be too compromised. I must only be compromised outside, which is good. I don't know why this thing keeps freezing up on me. But it does. Oh, Butler. Hey, Butler, where you at? Oh, here's some other people to talk to.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I
8:30?
wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Why do you talk like a Scrabble board, dude?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Is that all?
Wow.
Not very thorough, are you?
Oh, you...
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
That was just funny the way he said that. All right, cool. So he was out getting drunk last night. That's what he was doing. Everybody hates this place. What's your alibi, lady? I know you're on the list. Emma.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Oh,
well,
you got the
I
privilege.
spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed.
That's what
Everyone
they all
can
say.
attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
I think she did.
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
No,
Have
it's
you
not.
noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
I think that it's her, too, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got. All right, Emma is a suspect. Yep, claims to have gone to bed with a migraine. Yep, we heard everything she said, okay? So we got all these notes. Patrick's alibi has been confirmed. The butler's still a viable suspect. We questioned her. We haven't seen Rebecca yet, Edward yet. Gregory was questioned. And then there's that. All right, so we ain't got too many more that we need to talk to. What is this? Is this a brick? A cigar box? What are we gonna do with the cigar box? Who we got right here? Who you? State your name, gangster. Currently busy? How is she currently busy? Hey, I'm talking to you.
You are way too close to me and you're really freaking me out. Can you just leave me, please?
Okay, you won't even let me talk to you. Aren't you one of my, yeah, you're one of my suspects.
Gregory,
I'm supposed to be talking to you.
Something's off. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh, maybe I gotta listen to what she's saying first.
So I got...
Are you busy now?
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15.
So she
I
confirmed
swear
dude's
Gregory
alibi.
enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange.
Oh shit, you throwing Emma under the bus.
You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor.
Oh my God.
Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to...
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
Activity.
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, so Emma's a big suspect in this. There she goes right there. We could go ahead and stick the knife in her right now if we wanted to. And then we still got the butler on the list, who is definitely who I think did this.
So I got hold of the officer. He says it was finalized, but then how can it be withdrawn?
Who is she talking to? Is she on a Bluetooth? All right, I need, there's one more person I'm supposed to talk to. This guy's eating potato chips out here. All right, let's go back upstairs, go try to find, who's the last person that we got to talk to, which is, shit. Which is, our intel. Okay, the bank tokens. Yep, we read that already. We talked to Gregory. He's been questioned. Edward. Where's Edward at? She's been questioned. She's been questioned. Edward. I need to find Edward.
Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen?
Let's hear what she's saying.
We all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of this.
She's got some suspicious shit going on with her too, though. That Rebecca does. All right, where's this last dude at? That's not gonna be where it's at. We talked to you already. I mean, I would have assumed everybody would have been right here in the same area. Butlers ain't doing shit. There we go. Here's Buddy right here. Edward.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort.
You saw.
I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk.
Eric, shout out to you,
Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff are all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking?
Yeah, that's
Zachary
pretty weird.
found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Okay, dude is soft as a box of cottonelle. All right, Edward's alibi is confirmed because him and the other dude were out drinking last night. Rebecca's a strong suspect. Emma's a strong suspect. Patrick's off the list. The butler's definitely still a strong suspect. So we got these three. We got these three people, and we found the poison in the butler's office with the master keys. How you going to tell me it's not the butler? All right, let's go to the butler, man. We need to find him and tell him we're ready to say who did this and say that it was him. His office. I thought his office was right over here. I guess it wasn't. Back in the kitchen. Where's old Rosie at? I'm trying to get Rosie's number before I leave here.
Flicker thing again.
What's he talking about?
You can't tell anyone. But the thing is, I've been asked to perform the eulogy at the funeral event tomorrow. I know it all sounds so unbelievable.
Don't be suspicious.
But even though Mother is still alive, we still have to go through with the funeral. I have to write the eulogy. I don't think I can.
I could poison his coffee.
She will definitely want to read it, no matter what. I just know she'll be disappointed in me. Again. My legs are really weird. I need you, Cassie.
My legs
I'm sorry.
weird.
I know. I'll hang up. Not supposed to do this. Christ, sorry. Bye.
That's how you get them girls out there, y'all. If any of y'all are struggling with the ladies, talk to them like a straight beta. Hey, what's this? We got some evidence right here. All right, where's our butler buddy at? I keep going to the back of the... Oh my God, can I get one of these? Man, shit. I need me one of them. Oh, I'm in the staff room. Oh yeah, there was the saber. Okay, there's dude's office. Not gonna find nothing else over here. Let me get back.
Come along inside. Is everything ready for tomorrow? Fake funeral tomorrow.
All right, let me get back. Where the hell is the front of this place at? Here's the front. All right, where's our butler buddy? All right, there's all of them again.
A girl like you belongs in clubs in London. I bet you're a great dancer.
I don't like dancing.
What about restaurants?
Oh God,
You
is he
like
still talking
food?
shit to
I know
Rosie?
some great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Spend a few bucks. A girl like you deserves that.
He's hitting all the staff. And they are not going for that. I don't know where our butler went to. He's missing in action right now. That's also pretty sus. Look, you got the bodyguard pulling up on the girl up here too.
Still trying to drag my
I actually put a pin in it.
Yeah, I should let
Sorry.
you go.
Oh. Oh, there's the butler with the girl, with the lady.
Did I understand correctly that I should give it to Rebecca in case of your death?
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
You're not fearful she will be in trouble if she knows?
She will start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all.
Hey, butler.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Oh my God, I'm gonna just have to tell. Hey, she was literally right there. I don't have all the evidence. Let me look at the last piece of intel that I got. A copy of the case file. Has stored a copy of the case file in a deposit box in the bank. How the frick am I going to get to the bank? All right. I don't know what that's about. So, are they going to let me pick, like, who I get to say did this? Because if they do, I mean, I'm really just going to throw a name at the wall.
Hello there, sir.
I think it's the butler. I think it's definitely the butler, y'all.
Stay on top of things like that.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Oh my God, I'm gonna...
I can't forget his eyes.
Oh shit, I'm in the wrong spot. Her office is over here. All right, so yeah, I don't really have a... I got a hunch. Hey, boy, Emma did it. I mean, y'all keep telling me, Emma, man, I want to say the butler. I don't even got a good enough... Oh, my God.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat.
Well,
Please,
yeah.
go ahead.
You see, the thing about it is, I can either accuse the butler, I could leave, I can accuse... It won't even let me accuse Emma. It'll only let me accuse... Yeah, I can't even accuse her. So I guess I'm not ready. I could just accuse the butler. See how that goes. Emma is framing him. But why would she do that? Why do I got a barcode on the back of my head, too? I just actually realized that. That's kind of crazy. I don't think I'm ready for this just yet. I mean, if I accuse the butler and you guys are telling me that I'm wrong to do so... I think we still got some more evidence to gather here. All right, I need to...
Where are you going? Please, sit down.
What if I don't want to, though? See, I don't really like to take orders from people. I got a real problem with...
How you doing?
Authority. Yeah, so obviously I haven't got enough clues about everything. All right. Anyways, can I save this? I can. All right, I got to save this. I get one save. All right. And that's where I'm going to have to leave it at today, folks. I'm sorry, but I got to wrap this stream up because my babysitter getting ready to leave. I know that that's not the news y'all wanted to hear, but unfortunately, I don't got the time right this second. So we'll have to save that. All right, let me get back over here. Let me go ahead and take that off of there. Yeah. Anyways, I feel like that's going pretty well. I feel like that's going pretty well. What are y'all thinking of that? Are y'all enjoying it? We had a decent little amount of people rocking with us on it. I'm going to leave it. Like I said, I saved it. We will continue it. We're going to finish this mission. We're going to do this mission the way that it's supposed to be intended to do. And who knows? We'll either continue, we'll do another mission, you know, at a later date, or we'll move on to something else because I do got something else that I think you guys are going to really get a kick out of. I appreciate you guys rocking with me on this. I'm glad to see that you're enjoying this over on the Twitch side as well. Alexa's been going in over here. Appreciate you holding things down over here, and to the 5 people who've been rocking with us. Yeah, man. Hey, look, I feel like it was a pretty cool stream. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to rock with me on this. I got to wrap this up. I'm going to look forward to sharing more with you guys later. Not sure that I'll be streaming later on this evening because we do have issues with our server. Hopefully, we're going to be getting that squared away ASAP. And I'll have a video for you guys later on today as well, exploring the Metropolis. I went there, folks. Coming today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a great one. I'll look forward to sharing more with you guys real soon. And until